Okay, this is a build for a 11 foot long, 4 feet wide, and 31, I believe, inches tall. And there's, as you can see, there's ample room for a fish to swim. Just keeping in mind the dimensions on the crates is short of 1.5 feet. So let's start from this end here. You get all kinds of rock pocani, tonga shelf, and there's a couple tonga branch too. There's lots of shelves to go for, lots of room for the fish to swim under. You get like 5 inches under the first shelf here. Tapers off to the second one up high here. That's about 1.5 feet off the sand bed. And you got the pocani, lots of holes, lots of crevices for fish to swim in, swim through, hide, and you can see that takes you from the front end to the back end of the tank on this side here. And you got more tonga shelf here, more tapering down from one side to the next, and then lots of holes to go through. And again, you got about 5 inches here for smaller fish, if anything, to go from literally from the front tank to the back side of the tank. And we use the pocani, the large pocani, otherwise you're going to have a bunch of rubble if you use the small ones, or even if you use Fiji small boulders. You got a cone of pocani that goes from one side to the second side of pocani here, and another pocani just sits by itself. Couple more branching here for some room for smaller fish, maybe 3 inches in the opening, and then here you have about 5 inches of opening. And literally that you could get the fish to swim from front to back with that style of setup. You could have fish up to a few hundred, couple hundred fish in there. And that's looking at it from the lengthwise. So you could literally see from one end to the other end of the tank. And you can see the legs, the openings for the rock work. So there is not much surface tension between the rock and the sand bed. And you can see here there's some tonga branch. Lots of small holes, lots of crevices for the small fish to swim through to as well. And it's a perfect setup for an old type of reef tank, softies, LPS, and SPS in there with no issues whatsoever. And this is more to the back end of it. Lots of holes. You can see big holes and small holes in the rock work itself. Lots of channels for the rock. And this one here is sitting the tallest rock on the entire tank. And again, another pocani here. And you can see between the tonga shelf, you could literally see through from one end to the other end. That's about 1.5 feet off the sand bed of the tank. And this is the long length side view of it from one to the other end.